Okay. For some reason it said Praetorian was playing twins in the thing, but they're not, so let me go fix that real quick. Yeah, we got Praetorian, they're playing Caesar in the reds. Up against
Alright.
Mastro playing Vesper in the teal.
This is actually very funny because in previous qualifiers, Mastro was like a firm believer of the strength of Caesar, and unfortunately, like couldn't make it work. So now we have Mastro just not banning Caesar because, I mean, you know, didn't work for him. Why would it work for other people?
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing how much like just personal experience can influence like your opinions on things. I'm probably like the worst for that, in that I will have very, very strong opinions about stuff and then change my mind afterwards. Like from one game, like someone can jump up and down the tier list pretty heavily.
Ooh, very. Yeah, I mean, personal experience is like basically your most. I mean, it's not the most reliable, but it's the easiest to believe point of data.
Yeah.
Let's see. Alright, so Mastro really likes doing this opening where the commander crosses over. Um, and I mean, usually works pretty well, so you know, why not?
Yeah, although
And
it does
it,
look
it
like
does have like a weak tempo, but after you get past it, your position is just better because your commander is supported by the tower, so you can get a really nice push, and your opponent's commander isn't supported by the tower and is most likely going to have to either play very defensive or uh, go to the other side with worse timing than you. So that's the idea. And we see. Ooh,
I like that
a
pickup of the sword
dogfight
actually.
here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Ooh, this is
oh,
the
right,
dog though
the
for it.
spear is there to punish. That's pretty interesting, actually. Spear one shots a dog on river. Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of air troopers from Praetorian, and I don't think.
I
I mean,
I think it makes sense. You're playing Caesar and air troopers are one of the units
yeah,
that
but this
can.
is probably one of these situations where you wanna make use of Caesar's strength, but you're leaning too much into it. Like it's kind of a trap because air troopers themselves, like on their own, they're not gonna do much.
True, but I don't know. Like we'll see. But that said, lots of damage coming out from Mastro this turn, doing a really good job here. And actually doing a really good job on the left hand side. Mastro's basically taken the economy advantage on
Yeah,
both
I
sides
mean,
really.
let's see, and ooh, there's Vesper Groove. Like looking at the stronghold now, this is scary. But oh, we see the Caesar Groove right now on two mages, so we can kill a harpy. Alright, doing some damage.
Yeah, that was a pretty good turn.
Yeah.
Actually crushes a lot of this army on the right hand side.
Yeah, main thing here was probably killing both spears, so now the knight is free to go in and clean up. Uh,
That said, I think this force on the left hand side might just win the game.
yeah, we'll see. Mastro does have a golem to defend that side, so it's not going to be a long-term threat. because he already has an answer for it. And meanwhile, Mastro is just saying, okay, you use your groove. Now I still have mine.
Yeah. Okay, and just killing everything around the golem.
I guess the air troopers did do a bit of work.
Yeah,
Was
they
it
really
worth
cleaned up
the
that
double
board.
air trooper investment? I'm not sure, but Praetorian did like pretty much kill everything except the golem on that right hand side.
Yeah.
And well, here comes another one.
Yeah, and oh, that night crit isn't actually lined up to kill anything, or not to. It's not going to crit the stronghold. Sorry.
Yeah, Mastro actually has to come back and defend. Oh.
And this is actually a much closer game than I would have thought. No offense here to Praetorian or anything. It's just Mastro is a very good player, so to see a game that's this even actually is really quite interesting. And ooh, actually, Caesar's just gonna hit the golem.
Yeah, it looks very even, but when you look at like, it looks very even positionally, I guess you could say. Economically, it's also fairly even. But if you like, there's other things that are pretty much in Mastro's favor at the moment. Like, well, the big one is Groove, really. But if you look at army value, Mastro has like 3 big units, like 2 golems, 1 dragon. That has a bunch of synergy with Vesper actually. Big units are good with Vesper. And if you look at Praetorian's army, like the unit quality isn't quite there. There is a bunch of knights, which could do some work, but against 2 golems, like you're gonna have to deal with them eventually. And now that Mastro has stabilized, the golems are starting to go in.
Okay, and here comes Smoke Cloud. Ooh, that's going to be a free hit on the mage, interestingly. Would have thought it would maybe go for Caesar, but I guess like hitting the mage cuts off Caesar's ability to groove and do counterattack with that. But this is actually just going to be a turn of Caesar retreating. And oh, that's such an awkward position for Caesar to be in because he can't walk left. He has to go down to the bottom right, which is actually really not a place you want to be because you can get trapped down there.
And I mean, Vesper group didn't do like a crazy amount of damage, like direct damage, but positionally, like this is a very weak threat on Caesar because Caesar is going to have to expend resources to stay alive. So either some units are going to have to protect him, or you're going to have to buy a balloon to escape or something. So there's stuff has to happen to have Caesar live, and it looks like some units are going to, well, stand in front of Caesar to take the aggro off. But that does mean that Vesper Groove, which last turn didn't deal that much damage, is now going to pick up a lot of value thanks to that positioning.
Although there is a night crit on the stronghold. And like, I'm really curious if Praetorian can follow that up with something.
But this is fine. I mean, I like to think that in Wargroove, if you can disrespect your opponent as much as possible, then you're in a good position. And here, like, look at this. If this attack fails from Praetorian, then Mastro basically won the game.
I think
Now,
Caesar just dies though.
there is also the the other aspect that if this attack doesn't fail, you have lost the game. But since it's on you to like respect your opponent and like commit forces to defend, then if you lose from this, I guess it's on you and should have played differently, but here it looks like, yeah, the dragon could reach there, and there is no anti-air with this push, so this is something that, yeah, is very, what kind of comes with experience is like when you don't have a mage to support your stronghold push, even if it looks very vulnerable, like if there's one or two air units that can reach that area, then the attack is pretty much never gonna work.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're definitely seeing that now. It looked quite like there was quite a large threat. The stronghold took a huge hit from the first night, but yeah, like you said, there just wasn't really a follow-up with those air units being able to block. And not just the air units, but the double spear actually was like a really strong wall alongside it too, so it's like a really nice use of defensive play there.
And now like the units that attacked the stronghold are getting like...
Oh, and Praetorian's got 2 minutes
out.
left on the clock, so...
Right, there's also that. But I mean, I don't think like Praetorian really has strong win conditions at this point. Like Vesper is a very safe commander when she has Groove.
Yeah.
And I mean, I assume we're gonna see Groove here. Yep.
And I think, yeah, you just line up a night crit behind all of this and basically just call it
nothing much you can do really. Because like, not only is Vesper guaranteed to have a side next turn, Vesper also just has, like, how do you block Vesper from getting other sides?
Yeah. And yeah, Praetorian taps out, I think, realizes that they can't go from there. But that was a really fun game. It was a lot back and forth. Mastro definitely defended super well.
It wasn't really one-sided. I don't think like Mastro was really in danger at any point, but Praetorian like didn't get stomped by any means.
Yeah, I think the way I put it was Mastro was the better player, but Praetorian really made Mastro actually have to work for it.
And I also really like that, you know, Praetorian like at first tried to get an advantage with their groove and kind of got it, and then once that kind of once Mastro like hit back with their own groove, then Praetorian was now clearly on the back foot. They didn't like just roll over and die. They tried to go for some stronghold push, which, you know, didn't work, but it was the correct idea there.
Well played to Mastro. They're gonna actually well played to both players. Like that was a fun game, but well played to Mastro for taking it. And we're gonna go into game 2 just now.